I have evidence that there are human trafficking islands in Ohio. And yes, you heard me correctly, islands, plural. A lot of you have come forward and told me that you guys saw a lot that has happened on some very particular islands. Now, I'm not going to out any of their names or show the messages because their safety is incredibly important. There are a lot of big people in Ohio that can harm them, and I don't want that happening. A lot of you guys told me to look into the islands that have animal names. And due to the comments that I received, an island caught my attention, and that is the South Bass Island. And there is a large human trafficking ring that is going around Lake Erie, and they are threatening and buying out police officers. And they turned your attention to Chief Kimball, and they offered Chief Kimball a large sum of money to look the other way. And he denied that money, and soon they started making threats. They found where he lived. They started following him, and they have deep connections to the island's South Bass and in the Lake Erie area. And Chief Kimball tried to bring this to your district attorney and also to the FBI, and they all looked the other way and said nothing was going on. And those men, who they have their names, have never been arrested. And they own a large strip club in Lake Bass. Now, this is South Bass Island, and it's right next to Rattlesnake Island. And Rattlesnake Island recently was put on sale for a surprisingly cheap amount of money. And I found some investors of Rattlesnake Island. And you guys are correct, Bob Serpentini is an investor of that island. Allegedly. And William Scala, which is a large family in Ohio, also is an investor. And he has a really large house. And Craig Helsinger is an investor, and he's a large real estate investor in Cincinnati, Ohio. And this dude named Bud, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. This is incredibly heartbreaking because human trafficking runs deep in these islands. Whether you believe Rattlesnake Island is actually another Jeffrey Island or not, there has been 20 years of reports reported to the police of Lake Erie. Police chiefs being bought out, and the FBI and the district attorney's office is just looking the other way and telling these women and these young men that they are liars, and nothing has happened in 20 years. And from the stories that you guys have told me of hearing children screaming and coming forward to the police and they look the other way and tell you that you're delusional, it's all incredibly heartbreaking. If you guys have any stories, please feel free to DM me or write it down in the comments. I promise that I will be around and I will respond, even if it may take me a couple days. The only way that we are going to get answered, the only solution that I can find is that we put social pressure on Dave Yost and the police department. We talk about it and we do legal protests because that is the only way that we are going to actually stop human trafficking in Ohio. We need to force the narrative. Now do whatever you can to help share this with other Ohioans. Like, share, comment, so all Ohioans can know what is going on inside your guys' state. And I promise I'll keep talking about what is going on in Ohio. And please feel free to DM me or put down in the comments topics that you want me to cover in Ohio. It may take me a while, but I will get to it, I promise.